Hi, welcome to Walton Vale Community Shop. I'm Helen and I'm going to bring some festive recipes for Christmas. Anyway, Merry Christmas. Today's recipe is mince pies. These are great to batch bake. You can either freeze them or keep them in an airtight container and they last about a week or two. Anyway, the ingredients are 370 grams of plain flour, 250 grams of margarine, 125 grams of caster sugar, mincemeat, 1 egg beaten. So we start by adding the flour to the bowl. Then the margarine or butter. Gently rub the flour and butter together. Just using your fingers, don't put your whole hands in. Just use your fingers to lift and separate the fat from the flour. You want to make it look like breadcrumbs. Once the flour and butter look like breadcrumbs, add the sugar. And give it a mix. Once the flour, sugar and butter have been mixed, add the egg. Mix it until the dough comes together. If it's slightly too wet at this point, just add some more flour until it becomes a dough-like consistency. Once it's made into a dough, wrap it in cling film and place in the fridge for about 10 minutes to cool down. This also could be left overnight. It's great for making one day and using the next. Once the dough has rested, flour your surface and roll out the dough. You want to get your dough to about 1 centimetre thick. It doesn't have to be too precise. Take your cutter, I like to use a glass, and cut your circles out. Grease and flour your tin. This is to prevent the mince pies from sticking. I find a little bit of flour helps along the way. Place your circles into the tin. And add a teaspoon of mincemeat into each. Then I like to take my cookie cutters and make some shapes. I really like stars and Christmas trees for this. Place them on top. You could also make them more traditional by putting a round one on top, but I prefer the shapes because you get the caramelisation of the mincemeat around the outside, so you just get that crispy bits of fruit rather than soft fruit that you get in a traditional pie. Either put milk on or egg on to wash the top to give the pastry some colour. Place in a preheated oven at 220 for 15 to 20 minutes. Have a lovely Christmas.